Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. You're watching Glenn TV. Quick note, I've been thinking about doing t-shirts. I just have to, like t-shirts and hoodies and hats and stuff like that. I just have to get on Teespring and play around and actually get some designs done. On with the show. 2017. Now, everything I've been listening to and everything that you're seeing on the news, if you're watching an excessive amount of news, you might have a skewed sense. It is really just the darkness trying to hang on as much as they can, and they even know that they can't hang on. They just know of no other way to exist. So, imposing unlawful embargoes and doing things that are very much like out of fear and controlled still are going to start to fade away. Here's an example. I was talking to someone and he's had conversations with a lot of other people, and all these people that gathered in all these different cities like Washington and just everywhere, all these women got on airplanes independently with nothing being set up, and people and women and everybody just went and had a very peaceful demonstration. They showed up and went, yo, this is bullshit, and I'm not going to tolerate this. And boom, things started changing. So a lot higher level of intolerance, a lot more synchronicity within people just feeling a need to go somewhere. I need to get on a plane and go to so-and-so with a whole bunch of my homies, not even knowing that all these other people are going. There's going to be other pulls for people that feel very strongly to go to other locations to experience more contact as disclosure continues and things like the Phoenix Lights continue. Other larger events like that, there's going to be a whole bunch of homies going to different locations, feeling just the need just to get on a plane and or get in their car and go to specific locations. It is going to be a year of disclosure. It is the year where other systems start to crumble. So if you're feeling like nothing is changing, you are now in the year of change where everything is going to change. Like everything has been set up in the years previous, and now the light starts to shine so bright, and disclosure and information and waking up to the multidimensional self. So much is going to be happening in this year. Stay in your happy spot. Do the things that make you happy. Be kind to others. I was in the casino, and this is just has become instinctual. I was in the casino. I brought my mom to the casino. She had a free offer or something, like in Vegas proper, and like on the strip, like at the end of the strip. And we went in and we were going to go get her prize or whatever she had. And somebody was giving money to a loved one. You could tell they were there on vacation. And, you know, he has all these little cute folded up bills for different denominations and whatnot. And I'm walking by him and I'm looking down and there's like a 20 or 100 or something. There's something sitting on the ground of a large denomination than $1 that doesn't belong there, that is obvious, that dropped from his little fiddling. And just, you know, I tapped him with the little thing that I had. And he's like, I'm like, yo, I think you dropped something that you might want. I just kept walking and he's like, oh, well, thank you. And I was like, and that is the kindness and integrity that I'm talking about instinctually, that you're going to be sharing. You need to be in this vibration of unconditional love. You need to be in this vibration of sharing, so that all this integration and the multidimensional self, when it presents itself and you remember the dream of first contact that has happened, that you don't like have a really hard time integrating all of that. It will be much, much easier to integrate more and more of yourself, the more calm and the more peaceful and the better diet that you have. Drinking lots of water, eating healthy and clean food. Now, I love potato chips and chocolate brownies. Not together. But if I do have potato chips, unfortunately, I have a lot of potato chips and I just have to stay away from those for various reasons. And chocolate brownies. There's this buffet around here that has the, I mean, and they're cut like little tiny things, like little little wafers. They're like 2 inches by 1 inch high. And they are awesome. They have a chocolate on them, like a chocolate frosting that is just to die for, that don't remember ever, like rarely ever having in my lifetime. And sometimes I have a ton of those, and it really does kind of, the caffeine and the sugar and all that does really, I don't do it very often. It's like maybe once a month. And I'm stopping to do that. A, I gained like 5 pounds in the last 6 weeks from various things, and I think it's potato chips and brownies. And B, it really does mess with the system, and sometimes it makes me a little emotional and depressed because the caffeine really does mess with my system. And I have like a thing with the heart that has a membrane that floats more than it should from one side to the other. It's the membrane that some people have a hole in. This one is not thinned, but it just has the circumstance of moving back and forth. And caffeine causes vascular constriction. Overabundance of sodium, like in the potato chips, causes vascular constriction. And I had some potato chips yesterday, and not many either. It's really good. But still today I noticed like a disruption in the force, is like something is not right. So being really kind to yourself, drinking lots of water, staying away from things that kind of get in the way of being peaceful and happy, like maybe alcohol and too much pot. You can get edibles and stuff like that and still have your THC fix if that's what you use to get yourself in a higher vibration so that you don't have all those pollutants in there. In Nevada, actually, there's it passed where marijuana in your own home is legal. So in the next couple months, you're going to be able to go get edibles and all these types of things once they sort out, how to do that and tax it and all that stuff to the public that don't have to have like a medical marijuana card. Excuse me. So, there are many, many, many states you can get things, or you can learn to make your own pot butter and make like things. And I saw something on the website. It was like these little Gumby bears, and each Gumby bears is like 10 milligrams of THC, which is supposed to be like around 1 hit of a normal type of, whatever bud you put in there. And I was like, And there was this one, you can get like this one co-op for $15. You could get 10 gummy bears at 10 milligrams. You get 100 milligrams for $15. I'm like, damn, that sounds like a deal. So you could actually have things like that to have for the times, not on a daily basis, that you want to sit and maybe get into a higher vibration and get some inspiration, do some artwork, these types of things. Usually when I do it, it is for the purpose of getting inspiration. I get a lot of artistic business inspiration. I started my production company because of like a little THC journey. I had other creative ideas that were offshoots for just different types of businesses and creative ideas as a consequence of THC journey. So it is a very highly creative state, but my body does not like the toxic effect of like smoking it, even through a bong and stuff like that. Even vaporized, you're still getting quite a level of toxicity and tar and things like that. So edibles are as clean a delivery system as humanly possible. They even have some breath sprays. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there. I was like, that's cool. I mean, there's like, when I looked through the edibles, I had never looked through the edibles before. There was like a long list of edibles. I'm like, sweet. So be good to yourself in 2017. This is the year of integration, where you're going to remember the multidimensional self. Not everyone, but a lot of people. If you're watching this, it is very likely you're on that list. And you put yourself on that list, so don't be in a fearful state. But this is the year where all that's going to happen. And by the end of the year, from all the channelings that I'm listening to from various entities, it's not going to look like anything that it does now in February, the mid part of February. And every month is going to be an acceleration to that end, where by the time December gets here, the landscape for currency, so many other things are going to be re-landscaping and renewing, and political and disclosure of various things, and just high integrity people, old souls going, yo, this is bull. and here's the information open to the public that they should have, and the public's not going to tolerate it like they didn't tolerate a lot of the things that have already been attempted so far this year. So thank you very much for joining me, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. You're watching Glenn TV, coaching life, business, and spiritual, also retreats, boys and girls. If you do like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. And especially share. Yay! Subscribers make me happy. You know, I like to come in and look. Like, there's 1,212 homies now. It's like, that's a small little village, you know. I have a little village of people now that are watching. So 1,200 people, that's like a little island. So I have a little island village of people. Yay! Hello, everybody. And, I don't know. That's a soul family, you know. That's a group that wanted to share this experience and see these types of issues being addressed and this type of information disseminated down. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you soon.